Really? That's perfect. How's everyone doing today? I'm quite excited for this one. I'm going to be doing what you don't see coming in April 2025. And I'm going to be doing the all signs reading. So from Aries all the way down to Pisces. Welcome, Angela. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on live. Me live. I'm alive. I'm well. I hope you are too. And tell me, Angela, where are you seeing this live from? This live stream? Okay. Okay, that's great. I'm also from South Africa, Angela. I'm also from South Africa. Currently tuning in from Durban, KZN, but I do move in between KZN and Joburg. So it's really nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. All right, guys. So like I said, I'm going to be doing an all sign reading for what you don't see coming for 2025 April. Okay, or April 2025. However you see fit. All right. Okay, so let's start with Aries, and I will be putting the timestamps on the comment section after posting this video. Okay, so let's start with Aries. Let's start with the sign Aries. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Thank you. Let's see, what does an Aries see coming in the month of April? Thank you for joining my live. Okay, Aries, what don't you see coming in the month of April 2025? What don't you see coming? All right, Aries. Okay, so I definitely do see a work opportunity here for you to collaborate with other people, for you to collaborate with others. We have the King of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Wands, and then we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing in the month of April 2025, you will be given the opportunity to work closely with other people. You're going to be given a work opportunity or a business opportunity for you to work collaboratively with other people. Now, the issue here with your energy, Aries, or rather what you won't really receive, or what you won't really see coming from your end, is that you'll be a little bit closed off from this opportunity, okay, because of your lack of trust with people. You feel like people are irresponsible, you feel like people are unreliable. Okay, so there is this distrust that you have between these people that you're meant to work with in April 2025. So I do see this lack of trust within the group. I do see the lack of you feeling like you won't gel well or work well with these people. That's how you feel in the month of April, Aries. So you will be given the opportunity to work together, to work as a team. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining my live. Hey, love. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the loving messages and the hearts. Loving your vibe on this Friday. Okay, in this cold Friday, because it's actually really cold. Really cold. But like I said here, Aries, you will be given the opportunity to work together with people, to collaborate, some group work, but you won't be totally open to doing that because of your distrust, your lack of trust in the people. You feel they are unreliable, you don't feel they are trustworthy with your money. Okay, something about money here that you feel you can't trust them with. You also can't trust them with your own ideas. Okay, there's some competitiveness that you feel within these people. You're definitely going to keep your guard down. I mean, your guard up. Sorry, you're going to be keeping your guard up rather than keeping it down when it comes to these people. You're welcome. I'm really happy that the message found you well. I'm so happy that you also here and you're open to receiving messages from me today. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for clarifying. Thank you for your feedback. I really appreciate it. Okay, so you're definitely not going to open yourself up fully to working with these people. So let's see, what is the possible outcome with this situation in April? What is the overall outcome with this situation in April? Two of Swords. Okay, so the outcome is definitely you're not going to take the offer to collaborate. You won't take the offer to work closely with these people. You do feel that you on both parties, you don't have the same drive, you don't have the same vision for the company or the same vision for whatever workplace you work with, okay, or work in. You will feel that the level of commitment is not the same. The level of commitment between you and these people are not equal. So you definitely are not going to take the offer. I don't see you going along with it. I don't see you moving forward with it in the month of April. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the intensive hearts. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. Let's do Taurus now. Let's do Taurus. What doesn't Taurus see coming for them in the month of April 2025? What doesn't Aries see coming? Oh, Aries. Why am I saying Aries? Taurus, I mean. I do have a pet. Well, I have two pets that I love so much. I have two cats. How about you? I have two loving cats. All right. What doesn't Taurus see coming in the month of April 2025? And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get more. You have a dog. That's amazing. That's amazing. We had a dog here at home, but she died recently. Well, she died last year, but closer to the end or towards the end of last year. She passed away. I love dogs. I love pets. I love animals. I really love animals. Thank you so much for the subscription. Okay, Taurus, what don't you see coming in the month of April 2025? All right, my lovely, beautiful earth signs, Taurus. That's okay. That's okay. I know she's watching over us. I do dream of her sometimes, and I also do feel her presence sometimes. We have the Page of Swords, Taurus. Okay, so what you don't see coming is that you might have a lot of paperwork to get done. Okay, I do see the signing of papers. We have the Page of Swords here. I do see the signing of papers. Okay, you could be working on something. Could be getting a new job. You could be signing up papers. It could be off a property. I'm just seeing a lot of documents that have to be signed. Okay, you could be, you know, traveling to a different country. You could be getting your passport ready. You could be getting, you know, registered into a new company. You could be getting registered into a new institution, a new college. There's just something here about paperwork that's going to be taking place. Okay, it's going to be significant is what I'm seeing here in the month of April 2025 with the Page of Swords here. Clarify the Page of Swords for me. Clarify the Page of Swords for Taurus. Clarify the Page of Swords. I do see that this is going to be something very significant in the month of April. Whatever it is that you need to sign, whatever documents you need to sign. All right, no problem. I will be posting this live stream on my main page. So in case you want to go have a look at your sign, you can do that. Okay. So it's okay that you're leaving now, but please make sure you do return to see the uploaded version so you don't miss out on any of the messages. All right. But have a lovely day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye. Okay. So like I said, Taurus, it's going to be very significant. With the High Priestess, okay, I do see that you will be given a choice to make here. All right, I do see that you're going to have to choose in between two jobs. This is not for all of you, this is for some of you. Okay, I do see you're going to have to choose between something. So you're going to have to sign that document whether you decide to go to a certain path or not, but you are required to sign something and to make something official. So like I said, it could be a new property, it could be a new city, you moving into a new city, it could be you moving into a new job. But throughout that process, it's going to take a lot of clear thinking or critical thinking. You're going to have to make a few choices on whether or not to take on that opportunity. However, I do see whatever you do choose to sign in the month of April is going to be very significant and it's going to be very positive. All right. Some paperwork. All right. Like I said, this is a collective reading, so take whatever resonates with you and leave what doesn't. All right. What else doesn't Taurus see coming for the month of April 2025? What should they expect for the month of 2025? We have the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Okay. I do see a lot of clearing of energy that you're going to be doing, but not of other people, but of yourself. I feel like whatever negative thinking you've been having for the past months about your path is going to be cleared. I feel like you're going to clear a lot of unwanted thoughts, unwanted energies, Taurus. You're going to do a lot of energy clearing, okay? I also see a lot of meditation that you'll be doing in the month of April. Some sound healing, going on a spa date, just clearing your mind, clearing your body, your spirit from all unwanted energies is what I see here for the month of April 2025. Okay, I do see you feeling trapped or caged, you needing to spread your wings and fly, taking yourself seriously. Okay, now is the perfect time to take yourself seriously, Taurus. Okay. All right, let's jump into Gemini. How's my Gemini doing? How's my Gemini doing today? What don't you see coming in the month of April, Gemini? Gemini, I'm a myth and I'm a legend. You definitely are a legend. Definitely are a legend, Gemini. You are a legend, Gemini. Okay. Let's see, what do we have here, Gemini? We have a lot of cards that came out for you. We're going to have to reshuffle. All right. We're going to have to reshuffle that because my cards get so excited when the energies are up and running, when everything isn't heightened. My cards also pick up on that. Okay. So let's see, Gemini, what don't you see coming for the month of April? What don't you see coming? There we go again. My cards flying out dramatically. Okay, we have the Magician and we have the Three of Cups. Okay, Gemini, in the month of April, I do see you amending connections. I do see you working through connections. You could have had a fallout with a few people, a few individuals in I'm seeing within a friendship group here, or it could be family, okay? But with the Three of Cups and the Magician, what I'm feeling is that you're going to be amending situations or connections that you feel need fixing, Okay, the Magician here, I feel like you will make that call, you will make that um mature call. You're going to be the bigger person and you're going to say, you know what, guys, I know we have a few disagreements and conflictions within the group or within our workspace. It could be colleagues as well, doesn't have to be. Take whatever resonates. But I feel like you, Gemini, are going to be the bigger person to say, listen, let's work things out. You're going to reason a lot in the month of April when it comes to connections, when it comes to friendships, even romantic relationships, right? You're going to be the bigger person to say, let's make things work. Let's make amends. Let bygones be bygones. All right. But I do definitely see that vibe. Okay. I do see that energy of you wanting to reconcile or fix situations that you feel are worthy of fixing. Okay. Clarify the Three of Cups and the Magician for me, please. Thank you. All right. Clarify the Three of Cups and the Magician for me, please. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so Gemini, I feel like what you don't see coming, especially with this energy that I just read now, okay, you definitely do have the power to walk away from situations that you feel are causing detriment to your progress. So in the month of April, you will be acknowledging of certain connections and certain situations that need amending, but it doesn't mean that you're not open to making the right choices. So you will definitely keep a clear head, a clear mind in deciding who it is that you want to make amends with, who it is that doesn't deserve that. So I feel like you're going to do this with a very clear mind, very attentively, paying attention to the different energies that you work hand in hand with every day, paying attention to the connections you've made. You're going to walk away from walk away from situations that are no longer serving you or causing detriment to your progress. Now, this doesn't mean that not everyone is not worthy of forgiving. I do feel that you have a forgiving spirit, so you know exactly who is worth forgiving, who is worth working through things, and who is not. So in the month of April, you're going to use your discernment a lot to make those decisions. Okay, that's all I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now let's move over to Cancer. So that's 17:53. I will be putting the timestamps on my comment section after uploading the YouTube, the full YouTube live stream comment section. Okay, that's where I'll be putting the timestamps in. So let's move over to Cancer, my Cancerians, my beautiful water signs, my sensitive at heart water signs. Okay, what doesn't Cancer see coming in the month of April 2025? What don't Cancer see coming in the month of April 2025? What don't you see coming in the month of 2025, Cancers? We have the Ten of Pentacles, a lot of abundance in the work that you do, a lot of abundance in the, you know, the work ethics that you put in to allow this growth to happen. But anything that you do in the month of April is going to be very abundant. It's going to be worth the financial growth, worth the financial struggle, or worth the financial process. I feel like you're going to be going through a lot of re-evaluating, putting things to order. That's what I feel. Okay, so there's a lot of financial decisions that you're going to be making in the month of April. There's also going to be a lot of abundance surrounding the work that you do, abundance surrounding thank you so much for coming back. Oh, you mean me? Yes, I am back. I am back. I'm back and I'm better. I'm back and I'm better. Okay? So, Cancers, you are going to be working a lot with manifesting that for yourself. Okay, let's clarify this 10 of Pentacles. There is a lot of financial growth that's going to take place. If you feel you've missed out on opportunities, Cancers, I feel like this month of April 2025, you'll definitely get an opening of opportunities. I feel like you're not going to miss opportunities. I feel like you're going to grab them the best way that you can, because all you are about is money this month. You're all about money. You're all about progressing financially. You're all about rerouting or restructuring your plans, your ideas. We have the Six of Cups and the Magician here. Okay, so I feel like Cancers, now this is not for everyone, this is for some of you. Some of you in the previous months, you might have lost an opportunity, a certain job opportunity, and now you've actually moved away from that disappointment, because I feel like in your inner knowing, you knew that there's something better for you. You knew that there's something better coming up for you. And now in the month of April 2025, that is being manifested. It is being clarified here with the 10 of Pentacles. You are complete. And everything that you've been putting together has already come to its full completion. And now you're going to enjoy, or rather enjoy, the fruits of your labor in April 2025. Okay, so that's what you don't see coming. You smell like money in the month of April. You smell a lot like money. Okay, Cancers? So if you feel like your situations haven't been improving, it's definitely improving now in the month of April. Definitely, especially in the financial aspects. If you've been trying to save more, if you've been trying to invest more, this is the perfect time to do that. But in terms of financially, in terms of your financial stability, it's definitely going to be in the works for you. Okay. So that's all I have for you, Cancers. Let's move over to Leo. My beautiful, fierce, powerful fire sign, Leo. Let's just make it 20. All right, Leo, what don't you see coming in the month of April? What don't you see coming in the month of April? Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you so much. I will be posting this when the live stream is done, and the timestamps are going to be in my comment section, so please do go check that out. If you want your specific sign, then you should go directly to the timestamp provided. Okay. All right, Leos, what don't you see coming for the month of April 2025? What don't you see coming? What don't you see coming in the month of April 2025? What is it that you should expect? Let's see. I'm very curious to know, Leo. We have the Judgment card. Okay, so there's a lot of decision making, or rather difficult decisions that you had to take previously, and now in the month of April, you've gained all the clarity that you needed. You need to gain the courage to make that final choice. You need to build up on the courage to actually say, this is what I'm doing, this is not what I'm doing anymore, this is what I'm going to continue doing, this is what I'm going to let go, this is what I'm going to change. Okay, you need to come up with that final decision, and it could be about someone specific. It could be about someone specific, but let's see. Clarify the Judgment card here for me. It's definitely about someone specific here. You could have had a karmic relationship, or rather a karmic connection with someone specific. This could have been someone who it was very difficult for you to come into the terms of what the actual dynamic is between the two of you. Okay, Leo, I feel like you had a very hard time to accept things for what they are. and accept the person for who they are. And now you're coming up with that final decision of releasing them, of letting them go. Because you know this is karmic. You know this is toxic. You know this is less fulfilling to your soul and your spirit. Okay? I'm actually happy for you. I'm really happy that you've actually finally took the decision to let go of things that you feel are no longer of service. Especially that toxic person. Yeah. So I really do admire your strength for that. I admire your power of letting go. Let's see what the final outcome is for this. What's the final outcome for the situation here? You could have dealt with a Libra. Okay, there's a lot of Libra energy here. So this could have been a Libra that you dealt with, Leo. Okay. Let's just clarify. Let's see what the general outcome is, or possible outcome for what you don't see coming. I don't know why this, let's just put it this way. I think the more I wash this, the more it becomes loose. Okay, so yes, you definitely have your guard up. You definitely no longer taking BS from this energy. You fully acknowledge that this is toxic. This is, not serving to your soul. And now you're fully walking away from this in the month of April. I feel like you're going to gravitate more into your finances, bettering your finances, bettering your financial growth. Hi, Hope. If you need a reading from me, my contact details are on my page. My contact details are on my bio here on Instagram. I mean, why am I saying Instagram? Yes, also on Instagram, but also here on YouTube. So if you'd like me to do a personal reading for you, please just go check all my information on this main page. Okay, my contact details are on there. All right, so if you want a personal reading. So I feel like what sign is this? Leo. I feel like Leo, you're gravitating more into bettering your financial growth, bettering your financial endeavors. Okay, that's what I feel. So you definitely have your guard up when it comes to people. You're no longer taking BS from this specific person that you've been struggling to disconnect from. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing a lot of changes in your energy in the month of April 2025. So Hope, if you would like a personal reading, like I said, please go to my bio here on YouTube. My contact details are there. I also do put my contact details on every video that I post. Okay, so do check that as well. And then just send me a message. All right. Let's do, that's 2836. Let's do Virgo. Let's do Virgo. What doesn't Virgo see coming in the month of April? What doesn't Virgo see coming in the month of April? Or what should Virgo expect for the month of April 2025? My beautiful, beautiful, analytical, perfect earth signs who want their lives in order, who want everyone to have order. That's them. That is them. What don't they see coming in the month of April? We have the Four of Cups. Okay. Clarify the Nine of Cups for me. The Four of Cups for me. If I do say a card that doesn't show up, then That's a card that was meant to show up. Okay, we've got the Six of Wands here. Okay. I do see some kind of resentment that you might have towards someone in the month of April. Okay, this could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and this could be with the Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. But this is the kind of energy that you feel you need to take a few steps back from. I'm going to have to clarify why. Okay, but there's some kind of energy here. It could be a friend group, it could be family, it also could be a lover. Okay, where you feel you need to disconnect yourself from in the month of April. You're going to be very resentful towards this individual. Need to clarify why. But with the Six of Wands, I do feel here, Virgo, that this person that you feel you need to disconnect from or dismantle from or isolate yourself from could be overpowering you. This could be a very overpowering energy. This could be someone who belittles you. This could be someone who, and this could also be a parent. This is not for everyone. This is for someone. Could be a narcissistic parent as well here, or a narcissistic family. But this person always finds a way to make you feel small. This person always finds a way to infuriate you. Okay, this person looks down on you. This person has zero to no respect for you. And I feel like in the month of April, you're going to fully, firstly, be aware of this person and also be aware of how you need to stay far away of this person as you can. Okay, so definitely do get fire energy and water energy here. Okay, let's clarify these cards here. Clarify the Six of Wands and the Four of Cups for me, for my Virgos. What's the possible outcome between my Virgos and this specific person? We have the Chariot. Okay, it could be a Cancer again. This person is going to do everything they can to get under your skin. This person is going to, try to communicate with you, try to be around you, try to be around your energy. This isn't a person you should be around. And I don't know if you are aware of who this is, but this is an energy vampire. This is an energy vampire. This is someone who literally sucks out all your energy to gain their own, for their own benefit, for their own selfish reasons, and they enjoy seeing you down. They enjoy seeing you hurt. I don't know why you're the only sign that has this weird message, but this is a warning to you, Virgos, to be careful in the month of April of energy vampires. Be careful of people who are going to come into your life just to self-sabotage you, just to belittle you, to lower you for their own benefit. Okay, so just be careful of that in the month of April. All right, I know it's a little bit dark, I know it's a little bit harsh, but truth is truth. Okay, and that is why you love me so much. All right, okay, let's jump into what's the next sign. That's 3344, Libra. So that was 3344. Okay, let's jump into Libra. Libra, what doesn't Libra see coming in the month of April 2025? What don't you see coming in the month of April 2025, Libra? My fashionista. All right, fashionistas. What don't you see coming? Ooh, anxiety, a little bit of distress, restlessness, sleepless nights. Why? It could be about a specific someone who could have been involved in a third-party situation. Okay, I'm going to have to clarify that. Libras, you are in your head a lot in the month of April. You're stuck in your mind. you're stuck in your thoughts, your negative thoughts in the month of April because of someone who made you feel unworthy, because of someone who made you feel like they are, or rather you are their last option or something. But there's just someone who made you feel like there's something more than you, or someone made you feel like there's something more that's outside of you, okay, that's outside of this connection. And in the month of April, you're definitely going to be very unsettled about it, okay? You're going to struggle a lot with your mental health concerning this specific person. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords and the Three of Cups, please. Clarify this for my Libras. Okay, it could be with the Leo as well here with the King of Wands. All right, so this is definitely someone who has a strong sexual drive towards you. Okay, this person really does admire your, you know, your sexual appeal. I feel like this person could have made, you know, I don't know. I don't like this energy, Libra, because it feels like with the Three of Cups, this person tried to have their cake and eat it too. This person tried to manipulate you into, you know, probably sleeping with them, or, you know, manipulate you into some kind of sexual activity. And now you're realizing this person doesn't actually have any kind of emotion for you or any kind of emotional attachment towards you, Libra. Truth is truth. Whoever this person is that you've been worrying about, just know that they don't have good intentions. Okay, they do not have good intentions towards you. This person probably just wants you sexually and never emotionally. This person never wanted you emotionally in the first place, Libra. I know this message is very dark. I know this message is very harsh, but truth is truth, and that is why you're here, because I say nothing but the truth. Okay, this person is definitely not someone who you want to be around. This is definitely not someone who you want to keep in your energy. If you wanted something more committal, something more long lasting, then this isn't your person. You need to remove this Nine of Swords energy. You need to see this person for who they are. You need to fully accept them for who they are. You need to forgive yourself for allowing them to treat you the way that they did, and simply work towards something more healthier, a more healthier path, a more lighter path. But it's definitely not with this person. So you need to be careful with not allowing yourself to drown in this misery, to drown in this anxiety, to drown in your negative thoughts about this person. There is nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You are worthy. You are important. You are heard. You are seen. You are loved. It's simply because this person isn't aligned with that with you. This person is simply not meant for you. Okay, so this is your sign today. Okay, Libras, why are the messages so dark today? I think the only sign that had a really positive message was Virgo. No, it was not Virgo. I mean, it was Cancer, it was Aries and Taurus. But Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Libra, what's happening? What's happening in the month of April? But I love doing these kind of messages because it's very eye-opening for all of us. So, you know, that's why I'm here. Okay. Let's do 3852. Scorpio. 3852. You know what I noticed about the timestamps? If I don't say them out loud, I'll forget them. So literally, if I'm doing a sign, I have to be like Scorpio, 3852, Libra, 5158. I need to really say it out loud for me to remember the times. Okay, let's move over to Scorpio. I don't know what's been happening, but yeah, there's a lot that's going to be revealed in the month of April. Okay, so what what is it that Scorpios don't see coming in the month of April? Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Tower card. Okay, something about your spirituality, Scorpios. I don't know why that's coming up for you, but it is. In the month of April 2025, there's something about your spiritual path that's going to be revealed to you. Okay, it could be some kind of, you could have dealt with some kind of spiritual attacks in the past. You know, you've been seeking answers, you've been seeking spiritual support, spiritual help, spiritual healing, jumping from door to door, speaking to traditional healers about your journey, about this person or particular people that try to spiritually attack you or spiritually harm you. And I feel like in the month of April, Scorpio, you're definitely getting that healing that you want. You're getting that spiritual satisfaction, that spiritual contentment that you want. But definitely here with the Tower card, something did happen to you previously or the previous months where you felt like you were spiritually being attacked. Okay, and now you are being protected. You are divinely protected. You are divinely soaked in anointing. You are divinely soaked in God's armor, in God's protective armor. Okay, so there's definitely something about your spiritual path that is going to come into light. There's some enlightenment that's going to take place in your energy, Scorpio. Okay, this is actually very beautiful to see. Tell me about the possible outcome here with the Nine of Pentacles and the Tower card. What is the possible outcome here? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, so you're definitely taking full control over yourself, over your life, over your spiritual path, especially after this happened to you previously or the previous months. You're taking full ownership of that here with the Knight of Pentacles. I do see that you're going to be less reliant on a lot of people for, you know, your spiritual help, your spiritual growth. I feel like you're going to be very independent when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to your spiritual discovery or your self-discovery. I feel like here, Scorpios, you're going to be very self-reliant when it comes to your spiritual path. Okay, but everything spiritual has been cleared for you. You are divinely protected, like I said. You are divinely clothed in God's armor. Okay, so that's really beautiful, and that's a beautiful message. And I'm looking forward to see what is what life has to bring for you in April in that aspect. Okay, let's jump over to Sagittarius. Let's jump over to Sagittarius, my Saggies. Let's jump over to Sagittarius. What don't Sagittarius see coming? What don't they see coming in the month of April 2025? What doesn't Sagittarius see coming in the month of April 2025? My beautiful fiery sign. What don't you see in the month of April 2025? What don't you see coming? Okay, I'm already seeing, okay, let me just show you. Ace of Swords, the death and rebirth. Okay. There's a lot of revelation happening within your space, Sagittarius. Okay, there's a lot of letting go of the past that you needed to do. Okay, there's a lot of letting go of old traditions and old ideas, and now your mind is fully waking up to that realization that not everything is as it seems. Okay, Sagittarius, you're very self-aware. You are becoming intellectually aware. You're becoming more open-minded to things. You're gaining a lot of clarity in the month of April 2025. Clarity about who you are, clarity about your path. Okay, a lot of clarity surrounding what you need to release, what you need to let go of, because there is some transitioning happening in your aura, some transitioning happening in your space right now. And now you are fully opening yourself up to all of that transition, fully opening yourself up to those changes. You feel it in your mind, you feel it in your body, you feel it in your spirit, that there's a lot changing, there's a lot happening within your spirit. You are becoming more aware, and you reaching a level of a higher consciousness, and that's what's happening towards you, or rather that's what's happening to you or coming towards you in the month of April. Yeah, a lot about your mind space is opening up here. A lot of changes within who you are is coming up in the month of April. Okay, let's clarify this energy. Clarify this energy for me here. What's changing? You know what else is changing? The way you see people, the way you handle situations with people is going to change. You're no longer going to give a fuck. You're no longer going to care about certain people anymore the way that you did before. You're doing a lot of letting go. I feel like you are restructuring, your space. Okay? And we have the Sun card behind the deck to indicate that there's a lot of changes. Whatever changes are coming up for you are very positive. You're doing a lot of restructuring. You're doing a lot of deep cleaning within your energy, Sagittarius. And like I said, you no longer give a fuck. I said what I said when I said it. Yes, I said what I said. You are becoming. You are becoming. Yes. And whatever it is that is to come is going to be a positive shift, a positive change. Now let's see what is the possible outcome here. What's the possible outcome for this energy in April 2025 for my Sagittariuses? Queen of Swords. Ooh, you are definitely stepping up. You're definitely, stepping out of your shell. You're definitely working on your voice, especially expressing yourself, expressing your needs, expressing your values. I feel like you're going to be very vocal about what it is that you like, what it is that you no longer appreciate about certain people, about certain situations here. Queen of Swords energy is very sharpening. Her words are sharpened. Ooh, what is going on today? What's going on? I'm literally stumbling all over my words today. I'm exhausted. Okay, so the Queen of Swords energy is very sharpening. It's very clear. So when she speaks, you listen. So Sagittarius, when you speak in the month of April, everyone is going to listen. Your voice will be heard in the month of April. Your words are going to be sharpening. You literally the zodiac sign of honesty and transparency. You say it like it is. And I feel like in the month of April, you're going to do that, but excessively. Excessively. You're going to be a little bit too much with it, but people are going to hear you. They're going to keep quiet. They're going to listen to what you have to say. Yes, Sagittarius. Exactly. Exactly. All right, let's move over to Capricorn. Let's move over to Capricorn. What doesn't Capricorn see coming in the month of April 2025? What don't they see coming in the month of April? Okay, Capri's. Caprizes, you've got Five of Swords and King of Pentacles. Okay. So what you don't see coming, and I don't know why this keeps coming up for some of the signs, but this is very different to you, Capricorn. This is work related. This is work related, okay? You could be dealing with deceptive energies at your workplace. You could be dealing with people who are not reliable, who are not responsible, who are not trustworthy, and you know that. You've been trying your best to clear those energies off, okay? But let's clarify what's really happening here. King of Pentacles and Five of Swords. There's a lot of deceptions and lies and deceit from your workplace or your business space. Whoever it is that you're working with, you feel in your heart that something is off. This is your sign that something is definitely off, okay? Clarify the King of Pentacles and the Five of Swords for me. There's some kind of financial delay if you're not careful of these people, Capris. If you're not careful of these individuals who you feel are deceptive, they are going to cause a lot of delay in your progress in finances, your progress in business, okay? Just for the fact that they're so unreliable, they want to steal from you, they don't want to see you progress, they don't want to see you succeed. Clarify this for me, please. Clarify this for me, please. Two of Cups. So it's definitely people that you work closely with. It could be family members that you chose to work with, but there's just some kind of deceit here. There's just some kind of I don't see that these people have your best interest at heart. I don't see these people actually want you to benefit financially. They want everything for themselves. They're very selfish. This is a very selfish and deceptive energy. You need to be careful in the month of April with who you decide to work closely with, who you decide to keep close when it comes to you know, planning and envisioning, you know, sharing your ideas, your thoughts. Be very careful with who you share your ideas and thoughts with, okay, in the month of April. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Capricorn. Let's move over to Aquarius. 533 5133. Okay, my Aquarius, let's see, what don't you see coming in the month of April? What don't you see coming in the month of April 2025? What don't you see coming? What don't you see coming in the month of April 2025, Aquarius? Okay, Queen of Wands, as should. Taking full ownership of who you are, your identity, who you perceive yourself as. You really don't give two fucks in the month of April about how anyone views you, whatever people say about you. We have the King of Wands here. Yes, honey. Definitely inspired. You're staying inspired. You're really going for the things that you set out for yourself in the month of April, Aquarius. Okay, and you're doing it full forcefully. You're doing it wholeheartedly. You're doing it with such fire and passion. You could have fire placements in your chart. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your birth chart. Okay, you could also have a little bit of a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus energy too. Okay, but definitely here with the Three of Pentacles, you're definitely going to open up yourself up to, you know, working closely with people, but you definitely do feel free spirited. You definitely do feel driven to do whatever it is that that's inspiring, that calls to your spirit, that's very empowering. And this could also involve people. This could involve collaborating with people. This could involve finding your tribe, okay? And I feel like, Aquarius, this has been your theme for the month of April: finding your tribe, finding your people, finding your community is what I'm seeing here. Okay, this is beautiful. You're really putting on your big boss boots and you're saying, no one is going to stand in my way. Okay, I'm here now. I'm here. And there's nothing you can do about it. I love your energy, Aquarius. I love your energy. I love the energy that you are bringing in the month of April. I love this energy. Okay, tell me more that Aquarius needs to know. Clarify everything that has been said. What's the possible outcome here? What's the possible outcome with everything that I've just said now? All the messages, the divine messages that Aquarius has received today. What's the possible outcome? Ooh. Okay. And again, we have the Page of Wands, and it came out twice for you. Okay, so you're definitely going to remain inspired in the month of April. All right, Five of Cups here. Definitely going to do a lot of energy clearing, removing people, removing old memories of people. Okay, removing sad emotions or emotions that you felt were really uncomfortable about certain situations. You're definitely going to let go of a lot of things that make you feel hurt, that cause emotional confusion, but you're not going to be held back by it though. With the Page of Wands here, it's saying that you're so self-assured and so self-asserted that you no longer letting your emotions get the best out of you. You're no longer moving with your emotions, all right? You're taking full accountability for your life and you're doing it wholeheartedly, baby. Uh-huh. That's exactly what you're doing in the month of April. And there's nothing anyone can say. There is nothing anyone can do about it. No. Okay? All right. Let's jump over to Pisces. Let's jump over to Pisces. What doesn't Pisces see coming in the month of April 2025? What don't they see coming? What don't they see coming in the month of April 2025? We had this Six of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify this for me quickly. I do see, do you know what I see? I see respect. I see people literally respecting you. I do see people speaking you or honoring you. So speaking to you with respect, but also honoring you with respect is what I see here with the Six of Pentacles, Pisces. What have you done? What are you doing to enhance your vibration this month? Because people are going to respect you. People are going to speak good about you. People, literally, you have people literally in their tongues. You have people speaking about you, but they're speaking good on your name. Okay? Clarify the Six of Pentacles for me. There's something that you're doing here to raise your vibration. Something is changing here within you. People are starting to see you, respect you, notice you, applaud you. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles energy. Woo! Now that is dramatic. My cards literally flew out dramatically. Oof. What don't you see coming? So this has been clarified. It's just a lot of cards though, but we will decipher them. Okay. Three of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Four of Swords, Page of Cups in reverse. That's your energy, Pisces. Okay, let's just deal with these cards here. Ooh, okay. You're the type of person who people can't get over. You're the type of energy, or the energy that you embody is the kind of energy that people can't really stay away from. Okay, this energy of respect comes from how you've made a lot of self improvements in your life. You've been taking care of yourself, you've been taking good care of yourself. There's some kind of glow about you, something about your appearance that changed. Okay, with this Four of Swords energy, it's saying you've been taking good care of yourself, and that is why people respect you. That is why people see you. That is why people acknowledge you, because of some changes that you've been making within your aura, within your self-care. A lot of self-care, a lot of self-love improvements that you've been taking. Okay, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. This is definitely Pisces energy. The reason why it's in reverse is because you're no longer moving with your heart. You're no longer moving with your emotions. You're making clearer decisions for yourself. You're moving with your mind more. You're expanding mentally. You know, I don't know. There's something about in April that you're going to be reading on a lot of things that open up your mind, that change your views on people, on things. There's a lot of self-learning that you're going to be doing, but you're no longer using your heart, you're no longer using your emotions to make final judgments about things. But there's something about your energy, Pisces, that have really shifted, and people feel that, people see that, and you are gaining a lot of respect for that. You're gaining a lot of personal power for that. You're going to see there's a lot of people who are going to want to speak to you. There's a lot of attention you're grabbing. People are going to see you. They're going to be attracted to you. They're going to want to come speak to you, talk to you, get to know you. People are fascinated about you in the month of April. This is amazing. You're gaining a lot of respect, especially when respect is due. Uh-huh. As should. Okay? But that's all I have for all the signs today. Okay, so thank you guys so much once again for tuning in. Like I said in the beginning of this live, that I will be putting the timestamps on my comment section so you can go straight to your signs, or whoever signs you're curious about. If you want to listen, if you're very sneaky and if you're curious, and if you are a cross watcher and there's someone you want to know about, then you could also go to their sign. Okay, but anyway, I did really enjoy this live stream. Thank you so much for supporting me, sending all the positive vibes. And like I said, if you'd like to book a reading, you're welcome, Hope. Like I said, if you'd like to book a reading, my contact details are available here on YouTube, available on my bio, available on the videos that I upload. So all my information is there. All my information about who I am, what I do, a little bit of an introduction about myself are also on my bio. If you would like to check me out on Instagram, my Instagram handle is also on there. But please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Okay? But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.